Hello everybody, my name is Jamillis Fisher. I am the old woman making things. Welcome to my segment of the Elvis event. I wrote down the hosted by the Crafty Porch, the Crafty Edge, and Porch Pal Designs. And I want to thank them very much for inviting me to be in here. Anyway, if the red live button is lit up at the top of the screen, then you are live. And if it is not lit up, then you're on replay. And either way, I'm so happy to have you here. I'm going to wait a few minutes because Kim is still going and I don't want to take away from her. So we've got a few minutes. So I'm just going to watch, well, I can't watch comments because I don't have me up. Okay, we've got 18 people on here. Hey, Peggy. Hey, Michelle. Okay, let's see. Hey, Painted Peach. How are you? I love the name. I love the name. Hey, Joan. Hey, Elaine. Okay, it looks like she's getting off, so I'm going to find myself, and then I'll be ready to go. Okay, I should be up, and I am. Okay, there I am. I'm up. I found myself in one try. Hey, Carolyn, I'm doing fine. Sandra, thank you for walking the gnomes. Hey, Lizette. Okay, y'all have an hour, and the theme is Elvis. And you know, I have to confess that Elvis was part of my generation. Well, that's not what I hate to confess. I mean, that's, you know, but I was not your typical teenager, and I didn't scream or swoon or faint or fall out or anything like all my friends did. Well, not all of them, but some of them just, you know, went really crazy about Elvis, and I never did. I wanted to, I tried to, and I loved to listen to him. I just didn't like to watch him. I did admire him tremendously when he went into the military because, you know, he probably could have gotten out of it. Hey, Tammy, thank you for spreading the blessings out. I'm doing very well, Sandra. Thank you. Hey, Patsy. Good to see you. Y'all have got different comments on different screens. Okay, I'm sorry, everybody's done something so different, and I think the next two people are going to be doing the same thing, I think. But anyway, I'm making an Elvis gnome, and it was really hard to figure out what to do. I started to do a military gnome, military Elvis, but I didn't know how to do the boots, and he had to have boots. You can't wear tennis shoes in the military. So I ended up deciding to do something from his blue Hawaii phase. I have an Hawaiian shirt and, you know, that kind of thing. And if I have time, I'm going to do a hound dog to go with him, but I don't know about that. I love the Beatles too. They were my favorites. Okay, so I've pre-done some stuff, you know, like I pre-did the shoes, because that takes a little while for the glue to dry, and I need to put more glue in there, but first I got to do the legs. And I've got legs. Oops, but I got to dress them first. Okay, I am putting, yeah, I'm going to put some, grabbed an arm by mistake. Okay, I've got legs. I'm just going to put some of this, what is it, felt around here so that you won't be able to see the pink. It looked like he has white legs, and I had more of a flesh color, but I couldn't find it, so you use what you got, right? Can y'all hear me okay? Hey, Cindy. Let me be sure that I'm turned up all the way here, so I hope you can hear. I did remember my mic, and I hope I don't have to get up because I forget to take it off. I did love his music. I did. And you know, there's several things I wanted to do. I just couldn't quite figure out how. Somebody, the first presenter today, I think it was the first one, I missed it, and I'm going to go back and watch, did blue suede shoes, and I tried to figure that out. So I'm kind of glad I couldn't, because everybody's raved about how good that was. And when Kim comes on, I want to thank her for all the nice things she said. You can't wait to see You know, Shelley, that was pretty much the way I felt about, I couldn't wait to see what I came up with either. I'm still, thank you. Who said that? Somebody loves me. I'm so glad. Thank you, Senna. Okay. You can hear me fine. All right, great. Thank you. And I haven't seen the moderator yet, but I'm sure she's here because, you know, I miss people. We don't see everybody's comment. You can hear good. All right, I'm glad. So getting this mic was probably the best thing I did because people, you know, some people could hear me and some people couldn't. And I can be sitting, you know, a foot away from somebody in the same room and they can't hear me. So I was surprised that not too many people complained about it, but it was okay. I'm just wrapping this around and I'm going to cover it up and you won't see it. But he's got white pants and y'all, the pink shows through, and I don't want the pink to show through. So that's why I'm putting white cloth or white felt around it. And so you can see the pink coming through just a little bit. Thank you for sending the gnomes out. Watching Alabama football and me. Well, what a great combination that is. Only thing would be better is if you were watching Auburn football and me, but you know, that's a personal choice. Okay, good. I got the right end up. All right, so I'm going to put some more glue down in the shoe. Y'all, these shoes came from Hobby Lobby. They're in the doll section, and I'm hoping that they are going to be big enough to hold him up because he's a little bit taller than I thought he was going to be. It's been a while since I've made anything other than a tiny gnome. So this is, I'm just shoving that all the way down in there. And we'll give it a minute to set up and do the other one. I pre-made his clothes. I'm really hoping I get through with this in an hour. It's something almost always goes wrong in the hair. The hair is giving me fits because during this period of time he didn't have long hair. Rainy and chilly in New York. Okay. Oh, I'm so glad you like the birds and I'm glad they meant something to you, Carla. That makes me feel good. Okay, I don't know how many, and I don't know if y'all been watching. Wow, 173 people. My goodness. Thank you. Thank you for spending time with me. The crafters that I've seen have all been wonderful and very different from what I've seen before. And I think it's wonderful. And I think that the hostesses of this did a good job. Thank you, Carol. Thank you, Michelle, for sprinkling. Okay, so good, I got that one the right side up too. You know, I'm so bad about putting things up, you know, making a sharp point and then putting things upside down. Thank you. You know, I love the gnomes. That's what got me into this. And all right, I want to be sure I've got my shoes on the right side. And there are a lot of lights, so I think they're fine. Okay, now, I pre-made him some pants. I'm cold too. Yeah, a friend of mine gave me this for Christmas last year. And I wear it almost every day because I'm cold almost every day. These should not be real hard to turn because they're going to be kind of baggy. And, you know, Elvis didn't wear baggy clothes. He wore tight clothes, but these are going to be kind of baggy because I don't know how to make them any other way. Thank you, Rebecca, for the stars. And Karen, thank you for sprinkling. Hey, Mary. Oh, I know I'm missing people. I'm sorry. Well, thank you, Chris, for those hearts down there. Wow, Rebecca, thank you for the stars. 180 people. That's amazing, y'all. Thank you, Shirley. I don't think everybody does, but a lot of people. Star Party. I don't think that's copyrighted. I hope not. Thank you for the stars for people who are sending them. I don't expect stars. I don't require stars. The money comes in handy to buy stuff. Hey, Ro. Lucky to find you when you visited with Justin. That was so much fun. Visiting with Justin was so much fun. Thank you, Joy, for the stars. That was the most fun I've had in a long, long time. And I'm so excited because in just about 3 weeks, I'm going to get to spend more time with them at the Sparkle Conference. That's going to be so much fun. Okay, so here's little pants. Well, they're not that little, but oh, they're small at the bottom. Sure would be perfect here in Michigan. Thank you, Cheryl, for watering. It's chilly here today, y'all. It's chilly now. They should be tighter than they are, but they're not. Because he was, he had not started gaining weight when he was in Hawaii. Okay, so let me see if I can get these on him. Put them over here where you can see. Hey, Beth with the Crafty Edge. Thank you for hosting this event and for inviting me. Did we get it? Andrew's fine. He's going to a barbecue tonight, and he's going to, oh, you didn't mean to pin it on how you did. Well, who knows how anything gets done these days? I don't. I don't understand most of what I know about what's going on at Facebook. I know they're dinging me about a copyright violation because of music on a video that I don't use music on my videos, but they won't tell me what it is. I can't find it. Thanks, Deb, for the stars. Okay, this one. This leg seems to have glued itself together. I'm hoping to see everybody at the Sparkle. Who said that? The Sparkle event. Well, good. I hope you can. I think, though, that our plane leaves in the morning on Sunday. And, we're flying to Atlanta, back to Atlanta together, I hope. Okay, so there's pants, but what we're going to do now is we're going to pull them down because we got to put his body, well, I think I'm going to leave that aside for a minute, and I'm going to take this and I'm going to put his shirt on him. And y'all, for a shirt, I just make a tube, and I try to put as much of the clothes together with fabric glue as I can because I tend to get a little heavy-handed with the glue tool, and that's not good. Glued the top together, so I wouldn't be able to get it on. I tried to get this thing straight, and I couldn't do it. So let me see if I can get some more off here, because I want the bottom to be as flat as possible. That's better. Okay. And I just hemmed the bottom of the shirt, and I'm hoping that it's going to be big enough. I made the stars. Did I really? Woohoo! Yay! Star party! Star party! Thank you so much. And I can't reach my maracas or I'd shake them. Thank you, Carol. I appreciate that. I have so much fun doing this. Y'all have no idea how much fun it is to do. And, even when I don't have a clue what I'm doing and just sort of wing it, which is, every day of my life, it's just fun. And I do love my family members. 200. Wow. Y'all, if you're new, and some of you are bound to be, if you're new and you like what you see, I hope that you will touch the screen and then click on the 3 dots and go down to where it says follow and follow me. I would appreciate that, and I would love to have you in the family. I do not call people followers. They have a beautiful name. I call people that follow me, I call them family members, because that's what this has evolved into. Now I'll pull this down a little bit because I won't. Okay, so there's a shirt. It's a little, you know, it's a little Hawaiian-ish shirt. Still, you know, it's what I found. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull that up because I don't want it to get stuck. And I was going to wrap this in, well, I'm not going to, because I was going to put felt around this too, but there won't be room in there, so I'm glad I didn't. So let me shoot some glue up here, just a little bit of glue in the hole that I've already made, and I'm gonna line that up, and I'll put some glue in. Where's the hole? Okay, well, I'll just look another hole. In the meantime, my glue is getting hard on this other shoe. So, okay, good deal. Get this back up. You're new from Henderson, North Carolina. I will be part of you. Oh, good. Thank you, Tammy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Y'all, I hope that if any of you in Florida that you are doing okay, and that, you know, you stayed safe, and that your families were safe. And same thing in South Carolina. That's, you know, it's been a bad year for weather. Get back down there. Okay, okay, we gotta cover his little hiney back here. So I'm gonna put a little dab of glue right in front. And I try to put the glue on the fabric and not on the hair roller, because the hair roller will melt real easily with the glue. So I try to put it on the fabric and then push the fabric up against it, and it still melts, but it's not quite as bad. And these I'm just gonna gather in a little bit because it'll be covered up, I hope. I may have to remake the shirt, but I hope not, because that will take time I don't have. Well, Tammy, I will be so happy to have you in my family. Come on now, get stuck down there. Usually make my shirts just a little bit bigger than this, and I thought I did it right this time, but apparently I was wrong. There. Ah! Doesn't help when you stick your fingers right in it. Use a pencil. Oh, that's a good idea. Pencil sharpener. That would... Okay, let me see if I can... Well, I'm going to have to let the glue dry a little bit. Otherwise, it's going to stick to the shirt and it won't pull down. Okay, somebody else is new. From Daphne from Madisonville, Kentucky is new. Well, welcome, Daphne. I'm so glad you're here, too. I hope you will join the family. So, I love new people. I love the old people. Just give them a belt that matches the shirt. I could do that. You did. Miss Jim told one hack you had put in music used in your name. I don't understand what that means, Lucille. So, but anyway, I don't use music in my videos unless I'm shopping and it's playing through the loudspeaker, and I don't have any control of that. But apparently there's somebody in Russia that doesn't like me very much because I get a message almost every time I get off that somebody in Russia has complained. Renee, you got strong winds without power since 3. Oh my goodness. Hey Geraldine. Thank you for welcoming the new people, Dana. Hey Renee. Well, this is just impossible. Wait, nothing's impossible, right? Everything can be done with enough persistence and patience. It's coming. See, this is why I say I only had an hour, because something always happens. Okay. Well, that's just going to have to look like a side seam because I can't move it. It's too tight up here. Okay, so now we have, at least it's decently clad. The sneakers are cute. Thank you. These are doll shoes from Hobby Lobby that I'd like to say I got on sale, but I'd be lying because they don't ever go on sale. So now we've got to get his arms on. Whew, okay. All right, for his arms, I used Dollar Tree. Thank you, Ro. I appreciate that. Thank you, Debbie. I love you guys, too. I like the belt idea, and you know what? I was going to use this as the rim for his hat, but it could be, it could be a belt. We'll see. Okay, he's leaning backwards. I don't like it when he leans backwards. I want him to lean. I want him to be standing up straight. So I'm going to shoot some more glue down here. Or I would if I had glue in my tube. Okay. Okay. Is Hendersonville where Canoga is? Henderson, North Carolina? I know I've been there. Excuse me, I just don't know why. Shirt looks perfect. We're not form fitting. No, they weren't. It should have been a little bit bigger, but you know, it's okay. All right, so, hey, Gary Gray. Glue police are going to get me. They might. They might. Part of the problem is he's leaning back. You know, he's just going to have to lean back. That's all there is to it. A lot of crafters getting complaints about using music now. Don't worry about it. Well, they're telling me that it's, my account's going to be restricted, so, which does not make me happy at all. Okay, these are Dollar Tree hair rollers, and I'm gonna just wrap these in felt too, or maybe. He's gonna have kind of long arms, but he, he's got a guitar he's got to hold on to, and I'm not quite sure how that's gonna work, but we'll see. Okay, this is not quite big enough, but that's okay. We'll make it work. What they always, who used to say that? Oh, something about making clothes. It's a contest of some sort on one of the cable channels, and the guy that was one of the judges kept saying, make it work. And that's what crafters do. We just make it work. I'll put that down and kind of slide it over, because I really don't want to put my fingers in the glue. But okay, it's not going to quite fit, but that's okay, because it's going to be covered up with fabric. All right, these are the sleeves. They're too long, but that's okay. I'm going to recess them a little bit. Whoops. And I've hemmed up the bottom here so it has a finished edge, and I've hemmed up one side because I have a terrible time trying to turn sleeves. So I just do it this way. It gives it the illusion of having a finished edge, whether it does or not. Okay, so that goes up there. This goes recess just a little bit. And I hope I'm doing this right. I so seldom do it right. Okay. Just putting a little glue up the side. And let it dry just a little bit. Is Justin here? Hey, Justin. I roll it. I just roll it. I put it on. I roll it up, and it, with the finished edge, it gives the illusion of being hemmed. Hey, Susie. Your second yard said, well, you've been busy, and I saw that you'd been sick, so I'm glad you're better. Okay, I'll just roll it. Okay. I hope my bead's going to fit in there. It will, okay. Yeah, okay, good, it will. I'm going to let that dry while I make the other arm. And I do it. Because, it's got to have two arms. One arm, don't be so hard on myself. Why am I, well, I can be hard on myself, that's true. Part of it is said in jest. Part of it, but it doesn't sound like it. I'll do that to myself. I won't do it to anybody else, but I'll say disparaging things about me, but I want 260. Wow. Yes, please, if you're new, join me. I'm chasing 10,000, which I find phenomenal. When I started this, I was going to be happy with 50. I don't know if y'all saw the person before me, Kim, with Sugar in the South. She watched the first video, the first live I ever did, and was talking about it. And I'm thinking, I don't remember it. I just remember it being very traumatic. Because, you know, it was scary to hit the live button for the first time. First, second, and third time, actually. I quit 3 days in a row. You know, I'd do my live and I'd get off and tell whoever was willing to listen, which was nobody, because my son was always gone. You know, I would say, I'm never doing that again. But my family is growing, and I am almost there, which like I say, I find it incredible. Where's my other sleeve? That's not it. There it is. Okay. Pretty bad when you can't find your sleeves, right? Love the sweatshirt. Working about. I don't know where she got it, Pam. A friend of mine gave it to me last year. So there's an overview, but on the oh, okay. If you just swipe the comments to the side, you know, they'll go away, and you'll get the full screen too. Darlene from North Dakota, and you, well, welcome, Darlene. I hope you like what you see and you'll stick around, because I love new people. I love well, I won't say old people, the people who've been with me for a while. I love them too, and it's just this is such a supportive group of people that have gathered around me, and I am so grateful for that. Supportive of me, but also supportive of each other. And I've had several people form, you know, friend relationships on here, and I know of at least 2 people who found out they're distantly related and didn't know each other. So it's really a remarkable avenue to get to know people. And the crafting community is, for the most part, absolutely wonderful. Very helpful, very kind, very generous with time and craft supplies. And I love it. And I know Shug talked about how funny I was too, so that's a lot of pressure. You know, things just come out. I say things. I don't mean to say things, but I say things, and it just comes out, and it's funny. And it wasn't intended to be, but it's the dry sense of humor I inherited from my father. You ran out of gas. Well, Vicki, my goodness. Okay. Just squirrel into line. Okay, well, you know, I forgot to do. I forgot to take this top piece off, so now I'm going to have to squish it down. I'll take that one off and hook it wherever I can, because I don't want that button up under the hat. Now, Elvis didn't wear a hat, but this one is. It's a white square with a line through it to the left to get rid of the screen. Oh, okay. I don't want to get rid of my screen of comments, but I know some people do. Okay, now this part right here is going to go up right there, so it's under the hat. But I don't want all this stuff under the hat, so I'm going to find my back seam, which is right here, and that's what goes next to the body, and I'm just going to cut some of this stuff off. Now, there are lots of ways to put arms on. This is just one way. I'm going to put this up there. And you know, I did not cut it in the right place. So I'm going to try again. Because you want your seam to go into the body. Or, you know, you want the seam to be up against the body so it's not so visible. And I do use a reasonable amount of glue on this because I really want the arm to stay on. 77 degrees. Where? How did you begin? How did you learn all this? Loretta, some of them I made up, and some of them I watched other crafters doing and took notes. And y'all, you know, I said the seam needs to go next to the body. Well, mine's not. It's facing forward. But that's the way it is. When his arms bend, it'll be upward. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it. That seems to be secure. So there's something about Miss Jim calling us old people isn't so bad. Now anyone calls me that, well, that's a compliment. Thank you, Sharon, for the stars. Thank you, Vicki. I liked it too. I've used it before, but I'm about out of it. But I was real happy to have it when I was trying to puzzle out what I was going to do for Elvis. That is part of a pool noodle for the body. Yes, it is. I like to use those. So y'all know more about Elvis than I do. I just never got on the Elvis wagon. I don't know why, because he was very popular back when I was in high school. That was, you know, when he first got started, and, you know, before he started wearing all the blingy stuff. You know, he could come on in blue jeans and some level of interest in small decorations home. Love to watch sports. And then here you are. Well, I tell you what, crafting, I started crafting a lot in November of last year. That's when I started watching craft show, you know, the lives from different crafters, and started getting ideas, and I would try stuff and it would work out, and I don't know why, because it never had before, but all of a sudden something just clicked, and it's been a wonderful adventure that I'm grateful for. And then I got on here and found out that a lot of people my age have just given up. Okay, you're part of your family. Yes, good, thank you. And they seem to get some inspiration from me. And said they were going to get up and do things because of me. And I'm thinking, wow, that's, you know, I'm 76 years old, almost 77, and I've just found a new purpose in life. The story about my sweatshirt is that in 2020, I weighed 130 pounds more than I weigh right now, and I would sweat all the time. I never got cold. And when I lost all the weight, through no effort of my own, I might add, when I lost all the weight, I was cold all the time, just cold all the time. And so she gave me this shirt. You know, I'm one that had to have the air conditioner at full blast, and, you know, lived in a meat locker, and, you know, complained about my friends who were cold because, you know, they could always put clothes on, but I was burning up and I couldn't take clothes off, and yada yada yada. And now I've had to apologize to every one of them for being so critical. So critical. That's not good. Hey Sherry, you're 72. Okay. So, anyway, that's the story of the shirt. So, hey Richard Johns. Hey Michelle, I'm doing great, thanks. Okay, I need to learn not to pull the glue off before it gets hard, because it takes my skin with it. And I have no fingerprints, apparently. If I were criminally inclined, I could probably get away with a lot of stuff, but fortunately I'm not. Not so much the dump shoot karate. Yeah, I know, Vicky. I like the young Elvis better than the older, but I still didn't swoon and faint and scream every time I saw him. You know, I had one friend would be watching TV and he'd come on and you could hear her from blocks away, I'm pretty sure. How'd you lose it? It's not too personal. No, I lost it because I had some stomach issues, and in January 2020 ended up having 4 surgeries in 10 days. And they took out so much of my stomach that I can only eat 3 ounces of food at a time. So that's 79 here and going strong. Good for you, Nancy. Anyway, it's just the way it is. When you can only hold 3 ounces of food and you never get hungry, so if you get to eat, then you're going to lose weight. So, yeah, me 24/7, all day, all night. It's cold. The Elvis tribute concert. Well, sure, his concerts are very good, and ones about him were good too. Okay, I put him down for a reason. Does anybody know what it was? Because I don't. Oh, to put his hands on. And I started to put hands on him, but they're stiff and they won't hold the guitar anyway, so I decided not to bother with it. So I'm just going to use these beads. Come on now. And y'all, I'll tell you now, I had to take liberties with his hair because his hair was a challenge. Because it was short hair. You know, at this period of his, his hair was short. And he did have that little swoop. So I'm taking a little artistic license with his hair. Because, because I can. Okay, so. All right, now he's got hands. Okay, now for the hair. What did I do here? All right. His hair's going to be a little long, a little shaggy. But this is just going... Thank you, Lizette. Hey, Susan. Justin, thank you for the stars. You know, I don't think he ever had hair that looks like this, but, you know, it is what it is. Let me I'll put a little glue back there to hold it there. And we'll pull it around. And I did hem up the edges of these so you don't see the yeah, I don't look forward to the winter at all. I used to, but I don't anymore because it's always cold. Okay. Stay. I'm talking to the project. 288 people. My goodness gracious. Thank you, Lizette. I love being watched. I don't know why. I'm an introvert. I don't like being the center of attention, and I don't like being around a whole lot of people, but since I can't see y'all and everybody's not talking at one time, then it's a lot easier in some ways. That's my hair almost every morning. Okay, so. All right, now for the little swoop. You know, he's got to have that little swoop. I took, this is just a scrap. It's a scrap, and I'm going to put it right at the top, and I'm going to let it swoop over. And now that's the best I can do. Now, if you're using hot glue on fur, y'all try to be real careful not to get the glue and the fur on your fingers, because it will burn the dickens out of you. Okay, so see, he's got a little bit of a swoop there. Now, gotta have a hat. And this is the pocket. This is the pocket off the shirt that I'm just gonna first I'm going to turn it right side out. Hey, Angel Heart. Love the swoop. Okay, good. I got the swoop. If I got the swoop, then that's the important thing. How much time do I have? Lordy, time's a-flying. Time's a-flying. So let me get the hat glued down. Yeah. Oh, this is a strange hat. He was going to just have a do-rag, but I couldn't figure out how to do the top of his head. It's just not turned down. Well, okay, I can't figure out this hat. I've done something creative. I don't know what it is, but it's going to work out just fine. I know it will. He's leaning backward further and further. Okay, I'm going to put him down here where I can see what I'm doing, because I'm going to stuff him with something. You know, I got this trick from Justin. Well, not this trick, but I did have a little fiberfill, so I may use that, just because I don't want him to be flat-headed. So I'm just going to put a little bit in here. Well, he came unglued. Lordy, I should have hemmed this. Well, I didn't. Sorry, y'all, I can't think and talk at the same time. Do it like a beanie. I don't know how to do a beanie. First, I've got to get it to where it'll stay down when I... Well, thank you for the stars, Vicki. Whoa. Oh, I'm thinking such bad words in my mind. And just hoping they don't come out my mouth. Hey, Karen. Thank you, Elaine. The thing is, I don't think he looks much like Elvis, but you know, doing the best I can. He does have a swoop. Sort of. Okay, so maybe that'll hold his hat down for the time being. Now, I could do it like that. I don't like that. I think I'm just gonna I don't know what I'm going to do with that. So I don't think I want his head any higher. Oh well. I don't know what that meant. But oh well. No, Elvis was not a gnome. That was part of the challenge. But you know, gnomes are what I make, so that's one of the things I made, and I just thought I'd do what I knew how to do. Make me laugh again. Oh, I'm glad. I like to make people laugh. Laughing is a good thing. You know, I'm just kind of, I don't know what kind of hat this is. Maybe I'm inventing a new kind of hat. Okay. Do not stick your fingers in the glue. I can do it, Cindy. Thank you for the encouragement. Well, y'all, it's a messy hat. Messy hat is what it is. It's kind of like a court jester hat. Always got horns. Can't have that. We're going to have to glue his horns down a little bit. We cannot have horns. Still have horns. Well, I may have to deal with the horns later. Okay. I'm going to have to put a brim around it because he may not be able to have a belt. He may have to have a brim. You know what I forgot? He's got to have a lei. He's in Hawaii, after all. You love the hat. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you. You're so good to me. You're always so encouraging. I should have put this on before you have a silk scarf. Well, not with me, no. Do I have a crown? Well, he was the king. At least that's what I was told. Okay, let me... Now, sequencing is everything. And it's the thing that I do the least well, because I should have put this on before I put his beard on. But I didn't, so let me I'm just going to do the best I can. You know, I've got the spatulas and all that stuff. They're over there, and I forget them, and it's, you know, wait a minute now. Something's wonky with my leg. My leg is not wanting to stay. You may have to not have a lay. I don't know. What are you not blaming me for? Oh, not talking to me. Inspired by you, I'm going to make an Elvis. Oh, thank you, Elaine. I want to see it if you do. Post it on my craft page, which is Crafting Fun with the Old Woman. Okay, so now he has a lay because he's in Hawaii after all. Boy, that's a lot of colors. That is a lot of colors. And I think that he's going to have to have, that to cover up the fact that I didn't put a brim on his hat. Well, he's going to be colorful, that's for sure. How much time do I have? Ooh, I gotta go. I gotta hurry. Okay, I'm gonna put a brim on later. But you want to see, I do have a guitar for him. So he is going to be holding a guitar. And I'm going to have to figure out how to get this on him too. But thank you for sprinkling, Elaine. I appreciate that. Always got to have a nose. Where's his nose? There's his nose. Okay, can't have this nose. He's got to have a smaller nose. So he's not finished, but I will post him. But he is going to be holding the guitar some way or another. I'll figure it out. You know, it may have to just hold it like that. But he is going to be holding the guitar, and he is yeah, no, the nose I got is not fitting up there, so I'm going to have to go back and get a nose. I do have sunglasses for him, and I will post a picture in a little while. But, you know, he's going to have the sunglasses on. So I spent all the time getting that swoop, but it's not, it's all covered up. Okay, so that's about it. Y'all, after me is the crafty brother, you know, Justin. He is in, I could not find the link to his page, but you can go to the crafty brother and see it, or you can go to Crafting on the Edge of the Porch, which is a group, and you can see it there. Yeah, I'm going to put a nose on it, I promise. He's got to have a nose, but the nose I picked out won't go under the hat. So, this is what I've done. It is, yep, it's time for me to go. Y'all, thank you so much. Yes, there's the group. Okay, thank you, Janie, for doing that. The link to the group page is at the bottom. Well, I was going to try to pin it, but I got to get off because I'm encroaching on Justin's time, I think. So, y'all, thank you so much. And to the hostesses, thank you for having me. I really do appreciate it. It was a lot of fun and made me think. And I see I'm frozen over there. Anyway, love you. And I will post a picture soon of this so you can see what it looks like finished. Love you all. Thanks for everything, for the stars, your presents, your love, everything else. So, thank you, Pam. I love you too. Okay, go see the crafty brother. He's going to be live right now. Love you. Bye-bye.